North Carolina, and we ain't going nowhere.
Voting is a citizen's fundamental right that must be protected and guaranteed.
Because our vote is under attack, and it's about time we fought back.
Because not only do Black lives matter, our right to vote matters as well.
Voter suppression and the recent Supreme Court decision which did away with the pre-clearance provisions of the Voting Rights Act of 1965. All of these have a profound impact on the African American community, on the elderly, young people, and the poor.
We will continue to march until these rights are fully restored.
And it's the best way for my local community to join the statewide community to fight for voting rights.
And if we are to have a democracy that is truly of, by, and for the people must stay engaged and speak up and let their voices be heard.
Yesterday, on August the 12th, 2013, 48 years after the signing of the Voting Rights Act, nearly 50 years after the March on Washington, and 143 years after the ratification of the 15th Amendment to the U.S. Constitution, which codified into law that the right of citizens of the United States to vote shall not be denied or abridged by the United States or any state on account of race, color, or previous condition of servitude, the North Carolina NAACP filed a complaint against the governor of North Carolina in the Middle District Federal Court.
This lawsuit is brought under Section 2 of the Voting Rights Act, which prohibits race discrimination. The lawsuit claims that the legislature acted with racially discriminatory intent when it passed this law.
Let us be clear, this bill is not about voter ID. It is 57 pages of regressive, unconstitutional acts to rig and manipulate elections through voter suppression. It seeks to end same-day registration, limits early voting, ends Sunday voting, unleashes vigilante poll watchers, takes away public financing, disallows 16 and 17-year-olds the ability to pre-register, and mandates a 21st century poll tax in the name of voter ID that is more restrictive than South Carolina and Alabama. Governor Pat McCrory and the North Carolina legislature, they are committing a crime against democracy and our most sacred constitutional values. This anti-voting rights bill tramples on the blood of our martyrs, desecrates the graves of freedom fighters, and in the 21st century lines up with the extreme racially driven philosophy of interposition and nullification promoted by past political figures like George Wallace and Strom Thurmond.
But the General Assembly knew that. They knew that they were going to reduce the number of African Americans who would vote in elections in North Carolina.
I worked in the General Assembly for 18 years. And I used to hear the Republicans say, when we take over, we're going to do this and so. And they're doing just what they said.
I feel as though I'm reliving my life. All of the things that I lived in Mississippi and Alabama, here they are again.
We need more voting instead of less.
That's right.
That's your right. The Constitution says that. And our rights are being taken away from us. And we should not stand idle.
We challenged this bill. We filed this suit because we are civil rights centered groups. We are constitutionally centered groups. We are morally centered groups. And we know that in a democracy, protection of voting rights must be at the center of that democracy, or you do not have a democracy.
Finally, when 50 years after Selma, after Bloody Sunday, after the sacrifices of death and tears, we find ourselves having to declare that North Carolina is our Selma. When we see an all-out attempt to abridge and deny the right to vote, when there is more commitment to protect and expand the ability to own and carry a gun, even on a college campus, than there is to protect and expand the right to vote. We have